Hey everybody, this is Chris with another episode of Homes in 5. That was a weird little head twitch there. Today, with the videos that I'm doing, I've decided to make a change for the better because the old videos that I was making of myself talking about stuff that nobody seemed to be interested in, they've kind of been phased out. So instead, I'm going to start making videos on anything tech, so anything hacking handhelds. I would have my phone here if I hadn't have broken that. But anything to do with hacking portable devices, maybe consoles if I manage to get a second PS3 or an Xbox, and anything like game reviews. I'm going to get Modern Warfare 3 Hardened Edition soon, and I'm going to pick up Battlefield 3 too when that comes out. I'm going to get Infamous 2 in the mail. I managed to win that, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, today we're just going to hack up the PSP and put 6.60 custom PRO-B9 firmware on it. So let's go to the laptop. Okay, now there's a couple of things that you need to do before we get started. Alright, first thing you got to do is you got to get your PSP, turn that on, let it power up or whatever, go all the way to the left and click up once. You are now at USB connection. You want to click on that, plug the USB into the top of the PSP, and then plug the other end into the laptop or the PC, Mac, whatever you have at this current time. Okay, now that once that's plugged in, there'll be a little dialog box on the screen that'll say, what do you want to do? Click open to view files, and you should be presented with something like this. Yes, that's it. If you don't have the same files or folders as me, then don't stress. If you do, then congratulations, you have a very similar PSP to what I have. But the place that we're looking for, the place that we're going to put most of our stuff is in here, PSP. So we're going to here and game, and that's where everything is. That's my flasher, that's the fast recovery, that's the pro update, and that's what we're doing right now, the standard update. So what we're going to do, we'll minimize that. This link here, I'm going to put in the description. That's the one we're looking for the most right now. I want to get that. So this is for the 6.60 official PSP update that we want to put on the PSP if you don't have that already. So what we're going to do is read every single word in this. You need to make sure they don't screw you over and take all your money, because PSP would do that to you. Not really. But yeah, you need to pick the cross box. I agree. Okay, so if you have a PSP 1, 2, 3, 4000, whatever it is, as long as you don't have a PSP that slides up, which would be the PSP Go, you pick PSP X1000 and download that. If you have a PSP Go, pick that one. That's the way it goes. Alright, so once that's downloaded, we'll say for example it saves to your desktop. So here's my imaginary file right here. There it is, eboot.pbp. That's it. So we're going to right click it and we'll go cut. It's not really there. And then we want to come up to here. This is where we were before, just in case you forgot it. It's PSP, game, and there. If you don't have a folder called update already, what we need to do is right click, go new, and make a folder. And that folder has to be called update. You got to put it in capital letters, otherwise the PSP is not going to recognize it, and then you'll be upset because you can't hack your PSP. Alright, once all that's done, you open up the folder, right click and paste your eboot.pbp inside here. Alright, that's the PSP official update done. So you can run that at any time you want. Once the PSP is up to 6.60, you'll be happy. We'll go back again. So we'll stay here. This is where we're going to put everything. So remember that. We'll minimize that again. Now the next website that's going to be in the description is this one here. PSP Hacks, there's all that there. This is for the custom firmware update, and the PSP update you want will be that one there. So you're going to click on that one, let it load, do its thing. Yeah, 62 hacks votes is pretty good. That means a lot of people have been happy with this. There's the support for the models, 6.60 and all these other different models. I have a 1G and a 2G model. There's a whole heap of different ones, but it'll tell you. If it doesn't work, then you're really, really unlucky because it covers almost everything. There's all the features. You click download. It will download into a RAR file, which is, you need WinRar to open that. So if you don't have WinRar, that's unfortunate. I don't know where to get it from, but all you need to do is go to this site. That one there. If you're not familiar with that, then go to hell and download WinRar. You can use the trial version because it'll never actually ask you to. It'll ask you to pay for it, but you just click close and it'll let you use it regardless. So extract all the files again. For example, say they all extracted 1, 2, 3 are there. So we pick all of those, highlight them, right click and cut. And oopsies, wrong one. We go to your PSP game folder, and then we go right click and paste, and then those 3 folders, 1, 2, 3, they are all on your PSP. Okay, so once those have all been installed, we're gonna close that, and I'm not a good kid, but for those who want to, you can right click and safely remove the USB. I'll just do it for argument's sake, just so that nobody thinks I'm going to destroy the world. It's not going to come up. Eject PSP type A. And we'll see how this goes. But once all that's done, you want to come out and I will show you the rest of the process you need to go through to finish off this installation. Alright, now that we're back here with the PSP, this is pretty much where you just came from. Alright, you just came out of USB connection. Okay, now we'll go to system settings just to show you my PSP is still where we want it to be. Version 6.60, and there's nothing there saying that it's been hacked. So we'll go to the right and go to memory stick. Okay, now if your PSP is not at custom, or not at official firmware 6.60, then you got to run that. I try it and it says I'm at 6.60, there's no reason to update. Okay, if you can't run through that, then leave this video now, because that's crazy. You should be able to do this. Right, so all you need to do is run PSP firmware, PSP Pro firmware update. I couldn't read that from here. Hit X on that. Oh, what? It starts and there's no custom firmware installed? This has been hacked, so that, or not hacked, the people have found the keys to make things work on the PSP as homebrew instead of being hacked. But, you know, this is just for the fun of it. Okay, so something should come up in a second. There we go. It says PRO-B team by Team Pro. Okay, press X to launch custom firmware, press triangle to uninstall, hold L to reinstall. I'm going to press X. PSP FAT 1000 detected, completed, press X to start custom firmware. I'm reading this out just because it's kind of hard to read, it's a bit blurry with this camera. Here we go. Everything started back up again. Now, if I was to turn my PSP off right now, it'd start back up again in standard custom firmware. So we'll go, just to clear things up for you again. There we go, 6.60 PRO-B9, model 01G. That's the one I said I had before. We'll go to game again, memory stick, and the CIPL Flasher. That's what we want. I'm going to start that up. Sorry, my camera's auto-focusing and going all funky. There we go, so it says custom IPL flasher for 6.60. Raw IPL, press X to install or press R to cancel. We know what we're going to click, so press X to install. Restarting in 5 seconds. There we go, that's it. There's all the custom piece there, so I'll just go reset device and it'll shut down and start up by itself, and then you can see that it'll start itself up again in custom firmware. There we go. There's a bit of stuff on the screen. Wipe that off, it's kind of bugging me. There we go, down to system settings. System settings, there we go. Alright, so that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you hack your PSP, no matter what model, unless you're unlucky enough to have one of these that doesn't have a thing, you know, one of the models that are covered in it. Anyway, comment, rate, subscribe. Hope my video helped you guys out. I will catch you all in the next episode. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but anyway, see you later.